To understand this story, you don't need to know football. You just need to know what it feels like to be underestimated. This is indeed one of the greatest underdog stories in Swedish sports, and not only in Swedish. And only 3 days of newspaper headlines was not justified. It happened in a tiny piece of land most people have never heard of unless they are dealing with agriculture or fish, the Listerland. Mjällby AIF, a club from a place with around 1,000 people, fell all the way down to the 3rd division and somehow fought their way back up to become national champions. And not only they shocked Swedish football, but they did it in style with record points. So no big city, no big budget, just a community that refused to let the club die. And today, I'm here for the first time to see these villages, the stadium, the people, far away from everything on the edge of the Baltic Sea. But looks like even getting there won't be as easy as one might think. Guys, I'm on my way to Sölvesborg and I can't believe this is a major road. No way. Or am I sabotaged by my GPS? What's happening here? These are just farms, man. Because I can't believe that I'm gonna take myself to Sölvesborg like that.
After 500 meters, turn left.
Woohoo, buddy. Should be here. Okay. Nothing fell down. Would you like to live here? Or here? Or maybe there? This navigation is joking with me. Believe me. Nime? What is Nime?
At the end of the road, turn left.
Oh, come on, man. Get me on a major road because I don't know what am I doing here in Nime. Is the church. If you wonder how Swedish village men are living, this is the way they are living here. Alright, I finally came to something that's called Sölvesborgsvägen, which is like the road to Sölvesborg. And they're building here. Yeah, guys, you need to build a road, you know that.
Meters, turn left. Then
Come on, are you kidding me?
left. After
Sharp
100
left.
meters, sharp left.
But that's in the opposite direction,
Sharp
man.
left.
Yeah, I knew I was here. I knew I was here. So I finally made it to Sölvesborg, and this behind me is the Sölvesborg slot, which is the castle of Sölvesborg, where centuries ago the local nobility was having control over this area around here. And there is no nobility today, or at least not the way we know it, the way we remember it back then. But there are noble families in Sweden, like for example the Bildt family or the Wallenberg family, but it still remains here as the major center of power in Sölvesborg. I thought it's much bigger, but it's around 8,000 inhabitants here and small streets, really nice architecture, and this is basically the center. They are small but proud, and to be honest, I didn't know much about this town before, except for the fact that very famous populist leader was born here, Jimmy Åkesson. He's basically the Swedish equivalent of Nigel Farage, if you're from the United Kingdom. Or maybe he will disagree with me, but he's kind of that. And another bizarre fact is that his ex is ruling the municipality behind me. His ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, I don't know if they had a marriage, whatever. So she's in charge here in this municipality right now.
This here is the Sölvesborg Go IF, their own logo, and this is the club which is originally from Sölvesborg, but it's in the lower divisions. And this is their arena. Look how it looks like. How many people here? I don't know, maybe 1,000 is too much. Maybe 1,000, let's say it's 1,000. But the most important is that people here really love football. They breed football, that's for real. If they can have so many teams, and one of them being the champions of Sweden, village team of 1,500, less than 1,500, champions of Sweden. Here we go, Mjällby, finally. Let's check out the Listerland, which is today a peninsula, but once it was an island. So what? This is the village. That was all of it? Really? I see the end of it. This must be the Church of Mjällby. This must be the center of the Mjällby civilization. This, guys, is the center of the Swedish football for 2025. This is the village of Mjällby, and this is the center of the village, along with the most prominent building, which is the church, like in every village back in time. And on the other side there is the school, and there's nobody because everybody's on the stadium. No, there is somebody. There is a fan over there. Look at her. Hello. It can't be more surrealistic than this. It just can't be. Like, imagine this village making it to the Champions League. This will be just the top of the tops. I really hope they will make it to the Champions League. That will be crazy. I don't think that arena over there will be licensed for Champions League group phase, but maybe a Leda Stadium in Malmö in that case. But it will be very, very, very hard for them. Very hard. Hällevik, 1 kilometer. Mjällby, Mjällby. And I've been living here for ages. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna play for you that I was very interested in Swedish football until this year. And I loved it, and I am supporting teams. Yes, I like very much IFK Gothenburg, because when I was a teenager, they had a very good team. And they were playing in the Champions League, the backbone of the USA 94 Swedish national team. And they play really good. Yeah, they lost to Marco van Basten in Milan with 4 goals once, but I was very impressed by them, because they were like the underdogs of that time's Champions League. Oh, look how beautiful it is. But since then, there was nothing here in Sweden that could impress me so much. And I was living in Stockholm, moreover. And there are 3 main teams in Stockholm. It's Djurgården, OIK, and Hammarby. And I was like, kind of, yeah, Djurgården, maybe they're not bad. What is it? It's a Mexican flag. What is that? Can you imagine somebody from Mexico coming here on a boat? Yeah. Oh, it's just a Mexican food truck. Welcome to Hällevik. This is the harbor of Hällevik, right in front of us. The fishermen of Hällevik, and some Mexicans over there. What are the Mexicans doing here? I hope it's not a cartel taking over our champions, Mjällby. Of course, I'm joking. Would you like to live here in Sweden, in Hällevik? Right, where do you live now? That is the stadium over there. I have to walk the last kilometer because obviously there were no parking spots here near the stadium. So the adventure continues. I'm looking around for hostile fans, for bears, wolves, whatever. Civilization here, at least. So we are obviously safe. I want to imagine the Arsenal fans here, or the City fans, or Barca fans going around. But of course, they're not going to be playing Champions League on that stadium. They will be playing in the conference minimum, I'm sure about that. So there will be some European football here. Nice houses. cars, of course. Everybody is so silent. Jag är här för första gången. Yeah, she's asking me, are you going to get there? I don't know if I'm going to get there. Here for the first time. Ursäkta, får jag fråga er? Bortasektorn. Inte att jag vill vara där, men det blir så. Bortasektorn.
Där borta.
Tackar.
Så längs långsidan där.
Tackar, tack. That was the only ticket I found. That's the reason I'm there. So many police officers here. Is it really necessary? I don't think so. Guess. Impressive achievement. What? Yes, of course, grillad korv. Only 35 crowns, not like 90 crowns at Eleda, Malmö Stadium. These are normal, popular prices. Away fans are funny. They were champions like maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't remember. I remember Kujovic, the goal scorer. I don't know what happened with that guy. Never heard anything of him since then. Ja, de två. Ska jag swisha?
Ja tack, 65.
Ge away fans.
Vi har huvuddomare Niklas Sundell.
So old school. You guys have to come to Sweden to watch a football game. You won't find this anywhere. To take the last train. Come here, watch football. Was a good one. Let's see the answer by Mjällby. Oh. This is the catering here, guys. Coffee with kanelbulle, which is a pastry, and that was the milk I had in my coffee, and this is like €3. So much for the catering. These are the two kiosks down there, and just a recommendation from Mjällby, if they want to make some more money, maybe they have to develop a bit around this one. Maybe they have something better, something fancy on the other side, I don't know. The hot dogs are quite good, by the way. They were warm, they should be, and quite thick. So you get something for your money, but they can just put a bit more effort in that. Maybe they will like build a whole new stadium. What do I know? as I'm driving here, it's more and more that it's something really exceptional that has happened here on this small piece of land in the south of Sweden. Because all these people stopping there, honking, is just crazy. This is the spirit of real football we forgot about. The forgotten spirit of football. This is what Mjällby is actually. Look at the flags on the bus. And how many are they? Probably 17,000 in the whole municipality. Amazing. It's like an owner driving after him. Nobody wants to pass him. The March of Victory. A big bow for all of you. For all of the people, all of the players, all of the staff, the supporters. This is a fairy tale of football. It's nothing else.